All right. Oh, I got the homework out again. Look at me.
Wait, no.
Oh, no.
Dang it, she got the homework out again.
That ain't gonna happen. I caught myself this time, didn't I?
This time we would have asked to be quiet.
Solve and graph the solution set for the following problems.
Well, it still wouldn't have worked anyway, because you would have gave us this for homework.
What is going on? Am I not plugged in? Oh, I know what it is. There we go. Okay. All right. Solve and graph the solution set for the following problems. So you handle these just like you would any other equation with an equal sign, except for the final step, which is if you divide or multiply by a negative number, then you have to what? Flip the sign. So the first thing I'm going to do is combine like terms. I am going to subtract 3x on both sides, and I get 9 minus 3 is 6x plus 4 is less than or equal to negative 14. I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. I get 6x is less than or equal to negative 10. Everybody good with that? I hope not. You guys need to learn to speak up. See, sometimes I'll say things wrong just to get you. I want to know if you're saying, hold on here a minute. Negative 14 and negative 4 is what? Negative 18. Okay? So now we're going to divide by 6. Do I need to flip my sign?
No.
All right, x is less than or equal to negative 3. Some of you forget to put that negative sign when you're all said and done, okay? So be careful of that. So it said graph. So here we go. Here's 0. Here's negative 3. What kind of circle am I going to have on my graph? Closed or open? Closed, because it can include it. And I'm going to go down. There we go. Okay. All right, number 2. Okay, first we need to distribute a little bit. Okay. Remember, because we can't do anything in there, so then we're going to multiply left to right, then we'll add or subtract. We're going to follow PEMDAS. Negative 2 times 1x is what? Negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8 minus 3x is less than 23. All right, I'm going to combine my two x's on the same side, and that will give me negative 2 and negative 3 gives me negative 5x plus 8 is less than 23. Correct? So I'm going to subtract 8. Did you beat my 5? Did you beat it? Okay. All right. Negative 5x is less than 23 minus 8. 23 minus 8 is what? 13 minus 8 is what? Lower. What class are you guys in? It'd be 15. That's correct. Positive or negative? Positive. All right. Then I'm going to divide by a negative 5. So what do I need to do? Flip the sign, and I've got x is greater than, what is it? Negative 3. Okay? Gotta be careful there. Gotta make sure I get that right. So then I'm going to do my little number line. I'm still at negative 3, aren't I? Open or close circle? Open. Okay. If you come by before writer time tomorrow, what I can do is give you the papers and you can watch Google Classroom, and there'll be the lecture that you're going to miss today. Okay? Spread the word. All right, here we go, and we can go this way. There we go, right? Okay. All righty. Let's flip the page. Ooh, look at they get more complicated. I'm not going to do all these. Anyone you want me to do? Your choice. Or do you not care if I do any of them? I don't care. Anybody want me to do one? You better speak up now or forever hold your peace. Everybody okay? Number what? 2. All right. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 3 is plus 6g is greater than 2g plus 14. Just remember to carry your distribution, your multiplication, and you'll be fine. So now let's see, I'm going to subtract 2g, and I get 6 plus 4g is greater than 14. Should have done this on a piece of paper, but since I'm not going to do number 4, I'm just going to write right over it. I'm going to subtract 6, and I get 4g is greater than 8. Divide by 4, and I get g is greater than 2. Okay? Any more? Okay. Let's look at number 9. Okay? A high school class is planning its annual hayride. There is a flat fee of $50, okay, plus $30 per hour. What does that mean I'm going to use for my variable? I can tell you already. What's going to be the variable? Hours. You can use H, you can use X, you can use whatever you'd like. The class has a budget of $280 for the hayride. Write an inequality to find H, the number of hours they can hire the hay wagon and stay within the budget. Since I wasn't specific on the last homework, I will tell you now. If your brain can figure this out without an algebraic equation, I will still mark it wrong if you haven't given me an algebraic equation, okay? That's the class is called algebra. And some are going to be easy enough for some of you to figure out in your head. But in the real world, they may not be when you are out there. And if you can, believe me, I have used this in the real world, okay? Because it's familiar to me and I use it and it's an easy way to figure some things out sometimes. All right, solve the inequality. So, whenever they say there's a one-time fee, a membership fee, a flat fee, a starting point, any words like that, that is your y-intercept, by the way. Have you guys figured that out by now? Okay? So that's when you have an equation y equals mx plus b, that's your b. All right? It isn't going to change. It's usually known as a membership fee, an account starting balance, one-time fee plus this, and it's not going to change. It's a constant, okay? So that's your y-intercept. So I already know that this graph would not contain the origin, obviously. I've got a y equals mx plus b situation here, but I also need an inequality. So we know that this hayride charges a flat fee of how much? $50 plus how much per hour? $30 per hour. Okay? So the class budget of $280 for the hayride. So this amount, can it go over $280? Do you necessarily have to make it equal $280? No. What do you want it to be? Less than or equal to the $280. Correct. So before you set up your inequality, always think it through what they're really asking here. Okay? So that's pretty simple math for you guys. I'm going to subtract 50 from this side and 50 from this side. And I get 30H is less than or equal to 230. Do you agree? Divide both sides by 30. H is less than or equal to, well, I don't have my calculator today, so I'm going to do it the hard way. 230 divided by 30. I can't go once, so I'm going to come over here. 30 times 4 is 120, so 30 times 8 would be 240. That's too much. Do you see how I look at that? Okay, that's kind of, you want to get there. I could do 7, correct? So 30 times 7 is 210 because I got 7 times 3 plus add the 0. That leaves me 20. Okay, I'm going to put 20 over 30, which would actually give me 2/3, because 20 over 30, you can just wipe out your zeros. So 7 2/3 hours. So the hours have to be less than or equal to 7 2/3 hours. Now, are you going to be able to rent a hayride for 2/3 hours? Tell me this. No. So how many hours can I actually rent this hayride for? Okay. So find the number of hours they can hire the hayride. 7 hours is the most, at most, that they can hire this hayride for. Okay? Alright, so, wasn't that fun? That was so easy. That was so easy.